Hello viewers. Today I'm going to start the first video on a topic of technical safety, and we are going to start from the back to basics, means the basic concepts of the terms that is being used. Those are being used in the day-to-day life of a safety engineering. The intent of this video is basically to share the understanding of the concept to the beginners. For the professionals, it's just a sharing, so that's why I'm calling it back to basic. So the word safety, yes, this is a very fundamental term that we use, but sometimes we don't know the exact meaning or the concept behind this word in safety engineering. So safety is basically the allowable level of risk. So when we will say that this place is safe, or this location is safe, or this facility is safe, so basically the facility owner is basically describing his facility condition of the hazard, or the level of the hazard which is acceptable to him, or which is acceptable to the government, or regulations of that area. So safety is basically defined by the acceptability of the risk. Okay, in coming slides we will try to understand the concept of the risk as well. So this is safety. Next is the hazard. I don't need to actually define this, but I just put it here because these are the basic terms. So hazard is a very basic terms. So this is the anything, any actions, any conditions which basically cause the harm. Okay, cause harm, simple, to environment, to people, to property. So any conditions, any scenario, any act which has the ability to cause harm, okay, is called hazard. Incident. Now this is also very basic term, and in technical safety or in process safety we normally say this is the loss of control of material or energy. So such happening in which we lost the control, or we lost the containment, okay, for the material and energy, that is basically called incident. Now we are in the boundary, we are trying to be in the boundary of the safety engineering. Frequency, yeah, this is a terms which is very important for us to understand. Okay, and this is number of occurrences or number of happenings of an event per unit time, number of happening of an event per unit time. When I say time, so this is normally we say per year, in 1 year time. Okay, Now going to the probability, the frequency and probability, these two are different things. Okay, so probability is the likelihood of happening of an event. This is this is the likelihood of an event. It's a likelihood of an event, and this is independent of the time. This is not time dependent. Going to next, risk. Now we know the incident, we know the frequency. Okay, so when we combine these two, so the incident of a specific what they call magnitude of hazard, okay, when we combine that with the frequency of that incident will give us the risk. So I would say hazardous event multiplied by frequency of that hazardous event. Okay, so here we are talking about a specific event. Analysis. Okay, this is also a very common word in safety engineering. So we normally do studies. Okay, and in those studies we say, okay, we did the safety analysis, we did the hazard analysis, we did the risk analysis. So what is this analysis? Is basically quantification of this is quantifications of the magnitude of hazard, or you can say hazardous event. So we find out that the how big and the how small that hazard is, and the impact from that hazard could be. Okay, that is called analysis. Evaluations. Yes, this is the next step. So when we do the analysis, we actually I will put here analysis. We will compare the analysis with the, I would make something like this, criteria. Okay, so this balance is give us the evaluations. This process is called evaluation. Now, what is this criteria? Yes, that criteria is the acceptable or the allowable level of hazard. This is a criteria which is defining the safety. And the last things is assessment. Now this is the you can say thing where we take a decision. Okay, so this is actually analysis plus evaluation. Okay, both when we complete these two steps, and that point of time we will say, okay, we have done the assessment and we can take the decision now. Okay, whether the hazard, uh, the magnitude of the hazard is acceptable to us, is acceptable to the legal bodies or not. And based on that, we apply controls. So these are the basic terms that we normally use and we will use in coming videos as well. Okay, viewers, thank you very much for watching this back to basic slides. You may have a better understanding or the better words of these terms, so kindly share your understanding. This is just for the sake of promoting the understanding of the technical or the process safety, so that we can make the workplace more safer. Okay, and we can avoid the major hazards, the very catastrophic kind of events. Okay, thank you very much for your time once again.